this is Alethea. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to show you my process of doing my Gel X nails to where they last me 3 or more weeks. So this is my current set that I'm about to take off before I apply my new set. I'm going to take these off and then I'll be back to begin the process. So I begin the process by changing my sanding band. Now, I know right now currently I'm only doing my nails, but I do change the sanding band so that once I do start having clients, I can remember to change the sanding band with each one to make sure everything stays sanitary, because you should not be using the same sanding band on multiple people. So here I did go and I did use acetone to get the gel off. However, I did have some gel left on my nails. So while I'm in the process of sanding or buffing my nail bed, I go ahead and get off that excess gel. So when you see the little gel flying, that's just extra excess gel that was on my nails. I do this at a 3,000 or 4,000 RPM. And I also, while I'm doing this process, I use this time to push back my cuticles. There are times when I will use the cuticle nippers, but most of the time just using the sanding band to push them back takes care of the process for me, and it makes it much easier and quicker for me. So I do the same thing with my left and my right hand. When I'm doing my left hand, I have my E file going forward, and when I'm doing my right hand, I have my E file going to the reverse. So therefore, I can make sure the file is going in the right direction, and I'll be working toward the grain, I guess you could say, versus against the grain, if you get what I mean. So like I said, I did have some left, and I actually, even after doing this process, I had my pinky nail on my right hand had so much left on there that I had to put it back in the foil with the acetone to make sure I got that excess off. Now here I'm just sizing out my nails. I use the Après Gel X nail system for most of my things. I started off with a brand that I did get from Amazon, and then I moved into getting the Après, and I like the quality of the Après nails better than the kit that I got on Amazon. And the one I got on Amazon was called like Gel Like or something like that. I wear the same size nail on both hands, and so therefore when I do one hand, I don't have to measure on the other hand. And then I take this cone shaped bit and then I use it to etch out the nail. I used to just prime it, but I find that it works better when I etch it out, because when I primed it, sometimes they would pop off. And here I'm just dehydrating the nail, and then now I'm going in with that Young Nails Protein Bond. Now I used to use my Après primer, and I'll still finish using that, but I'm almost out of that because I spilled some of it one day. But I'm now using the Young Nails Protein Bond that I got with my Young Nails acrylic kit. After I do that, I go ahead and I put a base coat on. I have several different brands of base coat, so I just put the first one on I think this one was, I don't even know which one that was, but I put the base coat on, and then I go ahead and I put my hand in the lamp. You don't see that part, but I put my hand in the lamp. And then after that, I go ahead and I take my tips and I put some of the Extend Gel. I use the Après Extend Gel. I started off using the bottle that was in the kit, and then I decided to buy this one, and I think this one is not the novice one, but I can't think of what it is. I guess it's intermediate. And then I go to put the nail on. So I take my finger as I'm putting the nail on and I rest it up under the other one, and this kind of helps me to keep from getting the nails on crooked, because I've done that several times. And as you'll see with some of the fingers, I keep checking to make sure they're not crooked, because like my 4 fingers, they are naturally crooked, so I have to take extra care to make sure that those are straight. But I also double check with my thumb and the middle finger, because I've gotten those crooked more than any of the nails. And once I get them crooked, if I put them on crooked, then that messes up the process of me having to file them so they start to look different. So I like to take my time to make sure they're on straight. One thing that I do differently from what all the Gel X instructions tell you to do is, once I put the Gel X glue on there, I do not go in and put the big glob at the bottom, because what happens is more comes out. So once I nuke the nail, I guess you could say, and I put it up under the heat lamp just to kind of seal it for those few seconds, I go back and I try to see around the cuticle area if there is gel there, but most of the time that is kind of dried, so I have to get that with the file. However, the gel that is on the underside of the nail, I'm able to wipe that off because that has not cured all the way. So therefore the chunky gel won't be up under there. Also, another reason why I don't put the glump of glue and make it extra, because when you put excess glue on there, to me, excess gel, it makes the nail sit up higher, and my nail beds are not high. If I want my nail beds high, I would wear a sculpted nail, and I find that the distance is greater between your regular nail and the full cover tip, if that makes sense. I like the nail to be flush to my regular nail, as if I were just putting on nails with regular glue. And I found that this works for me. Now, if it works for you to put the glob at the end, then boo, do you. Do what works for you, but this is what works for me. After I go in and I put all the nails on, then I go and I use this 5-in-1 drill bit. It is a fine one. It's not a safety bit. I do not use safety bits. I've used safety bits before, but I graduated from that really quick because I do have a steady hand. So I just go around and I clean up all the excess gel that is around my cuticle area. This also helps to seal in the cuticle area as well once I do this. And so of course I do this with my left and my right hand. Now, one thing I do not do is I'll see some people take the e-file and go over the entire nail with the e-file, but I don't do that. Once I get done sealing in that cuticle and getting up that excess glue, then I will go in with a nail buffer. Well, I won't say take away the shine, because you really don't have to take away the shine because gel sticks to gel, but for some reason I just find that I like to do this. I don't know why, but because it's just an extra step that possibly is not needed, but it's something that I do and I've been doing so. Here I'm taking the young nail swipe and I'm cleaning off my nails. Now, normally before I got the young nail swipe, I would just go into the bathroom and I would wash my hands with some soap and water, not do like they tell you at the nail shop and just wash your hands with water. I don't know why they do that. I guess because they think it's going to put moisture back on the nail, but I don't have a problem when I wash my hands with soap. And so now we're going into the process of painting the nails and designing them. So this is, I did not show you, but this is one of those Model 1 cubes that look like a record. Model 1? Is it Model 1 or Model 1s? But the cube that looks like a record. And so I'm just going in with this pink. I'm going to put up in the thumbnail or somewhere in this video the inspiration that I got for this nail design. Now, once I get to this point though, I do one hand at a time. When I'm putting the nails on, I do my left hand and then I do my right hand. But when I am polishing them and designing them, no matter whether I'm doing the full nail, whether I'm doing a French tip, no matter what I'm doing, I fully polish and design my left hand, and then I fully polish and design my right hand. Once I polish them. Now with this polish, with the Model 1's polish here, this pink color, I love it. It's very pretty, but for some reason it was kind of streaky. I did not put a second coat of it on. I actually went and put a second coat of another polish on by Goye, I don't know, a color that I got from Amazon. It's like a 6-piece mini bottle kit. I do not like the nail polish that comes in the mini bottles. I don't know, I like a full-size bottle. But anyway, after I do put that on, I take and I go around the cuticle with the acetone to make sure that I clear up any any polish that may have kind of gotten on around the cuticle too much, or that could look like it's flooding the cuticle. So I take that off. And then here is that other pink. It's a very light blush pink color that I'm putting on each nail. And then as you can see, I go up under and I kind of wipe to get the excess, to keep it from making the nail look, I don't know, what do you say, to keep from making the nail look chunkier, I guess you could say. Oh, to keep from making the nail lose its shape. So now y'all, when I've been doing my nails before and I've been doing designs, I've been doing my designs with regular nail polish. However, and I was gonna haul these things, but it was just so much. I did, if you look over there to the left, you'll see that Savaland. Those are spider gels. I did not use that this time, and I ended up making a mistake in buying 2 of them from Amazon. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may keep them, I may give away one, I'm not sure. But also I bought some gel liner paints from Born Pretty. Girl, girlfriend, when I tell you, I do not think I will ever use nail polish to design. This right here was so much easier for me to work with. Because it has a thicker viscosity, I was able to get it where I wanted to get it and not have too much trouble with cleaning it up. So, oh my gosh. And I bought several different colors, and so once I do start doing other people's nails, I'll get more colors. So as I'm doing the design with each nail, I take that little, I got it from Shein, I believe, that little lamp, and I do a fast cure. And then once I get done putting the designs on each hand, then I go in and I cure my nails under the lamp.
Chilling in the rain, you're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
Okay, so I'm not a person that likes to put gems on my nails, but with the design, they did have gems. And I do have some bigger ones, but I don't like the bigger ones. So I stuck with these little pink ones that I'm putting on the nail. Try to follow the design that I did see. However, I did use some of my own creative direction with this. Okay. After I did that, I went in and I put this, I can't remember the name of it. I don't want to tell a tale, but this is like the top coat from Young Nails. It came in my kit. Now, when I tell you the shine on this stuff is awesome, but the viscosity is so thick. So I need to find a way to put it on my nails without it being so thick. So I had to go back in once I put this on and do some extra filing to really get the shape back to my nails, because this did take the shape away. My nails were looking like square versus coffin. But yeah, so it is really good, and I almost was like, no, I'm not going to use this on my nails anymore, but I am going to use it on my nails, and I do like it. Thank you so much for coming to check out this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.